Happy New Year's, my friends. It's been a while since I've talked to you. I hope your new year is starting out great. Well, in my last video, I talked about how the algorithms and the growth of my channel just had been at a standstill, and I was getting very, very disappointed. And not only my channel, but all the channels that I follow that are my favorites that have been inspired me to start my own YouTube channel 3 years ago. But, after a couple months of considering that I was going to not do my channel anymore, I've had an epiphany, and I think it's my fault. I don't think that I'm targeting the right messages to you. So stay tuned to see what I've discovered. Okay, I'm back. I haven't been on camera for, a couple months now, and I had talked about in my last video that I was very, very disappointed in my channel. I had been doing it for 3 years, and it seemed like my growth wasn't happening. And I didn't know, I know that I think all of us that we follow our influencers. They're, the ones that have millions, but they're not coming up like they used to. So I was very discouraged, and it's hard for me to discover algorithms anyway. But I just was very considering, stopping my channel, and I didn't want to do that because I had such mixed feelings. And of those of you that don't know me, I'm Kathy Albu-Ruward, and I'm in Reno, Nevada. And I have been an esthetician for over 40 years and a holistic esthetician for the last 15. And these are the things that I thought people would be interested in. Listening to people, to influencers that are professional. So I like I said, I thought about everything, and then I had an epiphany. I thought maybe I'm not covering the right topics, so I'm going to start different this year. So stay with me, because I would really appreciate at this time that if you would leave me a message or tell me something you think about on your skincare and all these words, the hyaluronic acid and the exosomes and the stem cells and it just goes on and on and on. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take you into my business, what I do with my clients, what I do for my virtual clients that contact me and need help with deciding why their skincare regime's not working. And there's a lot of answers there. So I'm going to use my 40 years experience to break it down, because I know people, when they come to see me, they might be for my demographics of what I work on is between 45 and I'd say 90. And of course, I'm 73. So that has been my targeted audience for a long time, because it's my aging too. And I've been able to specialize in that and do advanced aging and take care of things that we thought we'd never be able to take care of. So anyway, what I think I'm going to do, and I'm going to try to do this, is once a week I'm going to come on and I'm going to talk about, let's say, what does a 45-year-old to a 50-year-old, what do we target? What I target on their face? What do they need? Why is her skincare or his skincare going to be different than how I target my 50-year-olds, my 60-year-olds, my 70-year-olds? And see, this is what's happening, is that you don't think the people that you buy from, or maybe your esthetician, does she really know your skin? My consultation is so intricate. I need to know everything, because what that's going to tell me, that consultation with the first client is going to tell me, because they're going to list their products that they're using. They're going to list their routine. that's telling me that, okay, maybe this person isn't ready for an all-out 16 different things to put on her face. You know, she wants minimal. And that tells me I want to know what they're using, because it's going to make a difference on what I'm going to use them in my facial. Because if they're using something over the counter that is so toxic, I have to be very careful, because they can have a reaction. If they have a reaction, it's my fault. So that experience is what I think I'm going to talk about also. What I use for 70-year-olds, what I use on my skin, and the meaning of certain words. You know, I want to break down what's the difference of retinol. Is retinol, there's so many different ones, and most of you are all familiar with just Retin-A. What's the difference in all the vitamin C's you see out there? What is an exosome? Those words are hard to say. So I think I'm going to give you some education, and then once a month, I'm going to take you in my room and we're going to do a facial together on somebody. They may have rosacea. They may have eczema. They may have glycation, which looks like an old orange peel. That's from too much sugar in your proteins. They may have excessive fat loss, and what we can do about that today. So I think that I will, I'm going to try this out, and I want you to give your opinions and send me a comment on whether or not you have questions on that. They may have just excessively dry skin that, you know, usually it's something internal. And those are the things that I will discover through that consultation about how their dietary program and how it's affecting their skin. Because the skin is, remember, it's our largest organ, and it's going to indicate what the condition of your internal organs are. And that's very important, because I've always said, if you've watched some of my, in fact, I should probably put a link up there for all of you to watch holistic versus Eastern versus Western, and what holistic really means. Like I talked a few minutes ago, some people say, well, is it green? No, it's not green because you use green products. It's because I'm dealing with the whole body, that the condition of your stomach and your liver and your intestines is your esophagus, your throat. That has a direct correlation with what your skin looks like. And the most important thing is your emotions. Your emotions, your plasticides, and your pesticides. Those is what cause aging. And boy, I wished I knew this 30 years ago. It would have been a whole different ballgame in the aging process. And so I just have so much to share with you. And I hope I hit on topics that you'll love. Maybe some you don't care about. But I just encourage you to give me a chance. Subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and please, please leave me a comment. Give me something to talk about. So what are some of your problems? Do you have menopause going on? Do you have perimenopause going on? That's a biggie, and that's something we can do about today, not maybe internally, but to your skin. So thank you for staying with me. And again, subscribe, hit the thumb.